Typically, I'm contracting about 200 rooms for the one night. That includes, as many suites as I can get. We'll get anywhere from 5 to 15 suites for, ownership or general manager, head coach. We also need quite a bit of meeting space for, our meal room, our offense, defense, all the other breakout rooms. But we also have treatment, a recovery and activation room. Everybody takes security very seriously. We have, police officers in the meeting space. We have police officers on the floors. We get complete floors for players so that there's nobody else on the floor with them. So I go through and I'll assign all the rooms for the players. I know which room everybody's in. Some people want to be closer to the elevators. Other people want to be further away from the elevators. And sometimes, like Shelton Quarles, when he was playing, he was number 53. So if I can put him in a room that ends with a 53, I try to do that, give him a little smile. Their rookie year, Kalaja Cansey and Servassier Dennis were sharing a room during training camp. So I put them in room 412, just basically because 412 is the area code for Pittsburgh where they went to school. So small things like that, just, sometimes people don't notice it, but sometimes it brings a little smile to, the long days that we all have.
So like Cam, just an inside scoop, like what was it like for you to travel in hotels? What were some of the privileges you got? And obviously like, some crazy stories if you have any with the hotel.
Don't got too many crazy stories, but I will put y'all on game on certain things. All right, first and foremost, if you play that video back real quick, something that I think was extremely cool, not necessarily cool, but it was mandatory. That security, okay, it's two things. Play the video back. You could take it off of the audio.
No.
That.
The dogs, yeah.
Somebody would say like, yo, ain't they doggone checking for weed and marijuana? Like, no. That dog is only checking for explosives. That's it.
Yeah.
So, next clip. All right, but that's the only thing that the dog is checking for.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's
explosive.
because when we go into the stadium, they have to take security serious.
Yeah.
And by the time you get off, it's just pick up and go. Some stadiums you may go through another security, so all bags are getting checked at all times. It ain't no clear bag policy for the players, but given the circumstances of security and making sure that everybody's safe, you ain't gonna pass too much shit going into the stadium.
But let me ask you too, just for the people that don't know, do you all like say for instance Super Bowl? Did that change when you were in Super Bowl versus a normal day in the hotel? Like, did y'all buy out the whole hotel or did you have select floors?
The thing about that too, this is a dope clip because now as a former player and understanding what goes into director of team operations, he's talking as if he's just booking these hotels 2 weeks out. These hotels are booked at least 6 to 7 months out. Mm-hmm. Now, the dope thing is every team may have a partnership with a specific hotel. You may have Hilton. You may have Marriott. You may have a couple times we stayed at with the Ritz-Carlton, which is also a part of the Marriott. Mm-hmm. I believe so. But these corporate sponsors, these are how they are able to benefit certain teams. You may get teams that corporate sponsors Delta, so you only fly Delta planes. Mm-hmm. You get other teams whose corporate sponsor is American Airlines, so you only can fly American Airlines. American Airlines hub was and still is in Charlotte.
Yeah.
So it was that. But then when I went back, we was on Delta. So I'm like, hold on.
What happened to you?
What happened to that?
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? Yeah. Like team hotels, not just at away games, but also at home games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because you do stay at hotels the night before the games. Given the coach, I've seen multiple coaches, different coaching styles where I didn't know if Bill would let us do it because it was COVID.
Yeah.
So some coaches are cool with veterans staying at their house the night before the game. Yeah. That's just a coach's preference because coaches don't really stay at the hotels, even though they have a hotel room.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Next thing.
Hello.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry if I'm. Yeah. Lastly, so we talked about the security. We talked about booking it. Okay. Now, another thing. Just free game, bro. Drinking and driving will change your whole world. The next time you're out with friends, consider what would happen if you got pulled over after a night of drinking, like the legal fees or the time in court, or a DUI on your record. Your decision to drink and drive can change someone else's world too, if you hurt or kill them in a crash. Instead, what if your decision to call a sober ride changed your world for the better? Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by nature. Anytime a player said they want a hotel room closer to the exit, okay.
You can't give up the
You
game.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's
Because for me, I always wanted a room by the exit. And I creep. Yeah, creeping on the down low, especially depending on the game.
That's what I'm saying. Does it change depending on the city? If you went to Green Bay versus Miami.
No. Didn't matter what team we was playing. It depended on the importance of the game.
Okay. If it's another game versus
Preseason. And I creep. Yeah, creeping on the down low. Bro, listen, bro, but I never got caught.
For real.
And nobody really ever know. So if I'm keeping it above, shit.
But let me ask you this though, because you were such a professional even when then. It's like you would bring, obviously, no offense to any of the teams and their staff and their faculty stretching, like their training staff.
Yeah.
But people don't know that you had Josh, which was your person, like that, your training person that followed you. Physical therapist. That followed you every game, and you would have to
Josh
get him.
Beast. Shout out to Josh.
Yeah, shout out to Josh, bro. You got him in his own hotel room because that's how you started your day on game days. And so, could you give us the sneak peek behind that? Like, what that look like?
So, depending on where we were, I would try to get a hotel. Well, I would get a hotel room, in the same hotel. So, typical wake up time usually is like 7 a.m. But with Josh, I would have to wake up at 5 so he can get like a whole 2-hour flushing.
Yeah.
And then by the time I'm done with Josh, now that puts me back on schedule with 7 a.m. I can shower, I can meditate, I can do all the things. So now when that team bus leaves around like 8 or 9 for a 1 o'clock flight, I'm already, loose. There's not a lot of times you saw me stretching.
A 1 o'clock game,
Yeah, but I was already, like, my body felt good.
You was already awake.
Yeah. So that was that.
And how long did you start? When did you start doing that?
I don't know. It wasn't my first year. I didn't even know how to take it. Like, I didn't know how to take care of my body.
Yeah.
Then. But those are learned behavior.
Did you get that from somebody, or you just like?
No, not. It was. I don't know how it came about.
Yeah.
Because Dr. G would also come to Charlotte to give me, like, that was my Friday routine. Like, after Fast Friday, I would go get me some donuts, go get me a slushie, watch Friday, like something that was good for the spirit, and then I would go get treatment. And that was a mani day, that was a pedi day, that was a massage day, acupuncture day, and I just had my routine. And, Josh would come on Friday sometimes, but it was just overload. So I would position Josh for Sunday morning. But so when you think about, like, I remember there was an old report that LeBron James spends $1 million on taking care of his body. Mm-hmm. These are small expenses, not small, but these are the expenses that go into that. When you got physical therapy, like, that person is gonna make close to $100. Yeah. Then you got to pay for his flight. Not why you say, man, that's too much for it, but you got to also pay for his time away.
Yeah, from his family. Yeah.
From his family, from his practice, from everything.
Yeah.
So that hotel and just.
It's kind of like an oil change for your car.
Yeah, bro. You're an athlete.
Yeah.
Your body is your temple.
Yeah.
And if it's not
your money
active, bruh, it is what it is.